What if the baby you bought on the street actually belonged to a blind mother who never abandoned her child? This story will remind you that truth always finds its way back. On a quiet roadside, a small baby alone, crying softly. Cars passed by, people looked, but no one stopped, until a young woman noticed the child. She slowed down, turned back, and walked toward. When she picked the baby up, he smiled. She hugged him with warmth, played with him, and felt an instant connection, as if destiny had placed the child in her arms. But what she didn't know, someone was watching from behind a tree. A young man stood there silently, observing everything. It was as if he had deliberately left the baby on the road, waiting to see who would take him. After a few moments, the man approached the woman and said calmly, "This baby is mine. I want to sell him. If you want him, give me some money and take him." The woman was shocked, but her heart had already chosen the child. She handed him a few bills without thinking twice and walked away, holding the baby close, believing she had saved and abandoned. The story didn't end there. The same man walked a little further down the road, where a blind woman sat begging quietly. Beside her was a small baby basket, gently rocking, as if a child sleeping inside. She held a purse on her arm containing her phone and some money. The man pretended to talk to her, distracting her, and while she responded innocently, he silently stole money from her purse, then disappeared. The blind woman continued rocking the basket, smiling and whispering to her baby. Suddenly, her heart sank. The basket was empty. Her hands trembled. She began crying loudly, calling out for her child, and walked blindly onto the road with her stick, searching desperately. In her panic, she collided with a car. The driver rushed out immediately, and it was the same woman who had bought the baby earlier. She held the blind woman, calmed her down, and listened carefully as the woman explained everything that had happened. As the blind woman described her baby, the truth hit the car woman like lightning. She realized this was the same baby now sitting safely in her car. Trying to stay calm, she said, "Don't worry, your baby will be found." When they sat inside the car, the woman finally said gently, "Your baby is with me. He's safe." The blind woman broke down in tears, not of fear, but relief. During the drive, she told her painful life story. She revealed that the man who sold the baby was actually the child's father, a thief and a cruel. She was abused, humiliated, and trapped. To escape him, she had no choice but to pretend she was blind. Taking advantage of her condition, he sold his own child, and even stole money from her purse. Suddenly, the car stopped. Outside stood the same man. The woman stepped out, holding the baby, and questioned him. He kept lying, denying everything. But then, the blind woman stepped forward. She slowly removed her dark glass. The man froze. His face turned pale. The woman shouted in anger, threatening to report him to the police. At that moment, the woman brought the baby out of the car. The truth was undeniable. The man realized he was exposed. Terrified, he turned and ran away, disappearing into the crowd. The baby was finally returned to his real mother. Sometimes, the world tests us in cruel ways, but truth can never be hidden forever. A mother's love is even without eyes, and evil always collapses under its own weight.